Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to share with you that I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and my excitement for the Sterling Ink planner. Now I know she's not brand new to the planner scene. In fact, she's actually had a sticker shop for those who don't know for many years. Her vibe is floral, her aesthetic is really cozy, and it's just gorgeous. I've looked at her shop for many years, but this year is the first year that I actually pulled the trigger on one of her planners. And I actually got the B6 slim size, which I do know is new for her this year. And definitely the Hobonichi doesn't have the B6 size. Usually it's the A5, the A6, the Weeks that are the more popular sizes, but that's what's kind of unique to her. I'm sure there are other planners who have it, but her planners are absolutely gorgeous. I just want to kind of go over my initial thoughts, how I want to use it, and see if this might be something for you. And if you have any other ideas on how you use it, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. It's my first time and I'm really excited to get started. All right, so let's get started. I'm so excited. Oops. Oh, shoot. Dang it. All right. Let's see. I know that a lot of people have done unboxings of her planner before, and I know Catherine went really deep into what it looks like, so I'm not going to go through every page too much. So I just took it out of the box. I couldn't wait. I skipped that part. I got the onyx, which is basically black, in the gold gilded edges. I love that. And it looks like I got this specific design for the pencil board, which she seems to be giving away for free as a freebie this year, which I think is amazing. I've never had a pencil board myself. I know a lot of people use the Hobonichi pencil board. This one's a little different. It is a hard cardstock feel, not exactly, I believe the Hobonichi ones are like a plastic one. So if you're a heavy-handed writer, you might kind of dent this, so just kind of keep that in mind. But it does have the calendar in the back, and I just think it's all pretty. I'm going to just kind of go over my thoughts, my initial thoughts, because this is my first Sterling Ink planner. And then in the latter half, I want to kind of chat about how I plan to basically use it. So let's get a close-up of this beauty. My first thoughts. The reason I personally gravitated towards this planner is because I really like this pebbled look. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I know some of the other designs, the outsides don't have this, like the tweed. I don't think it has that pebbled look. I believe this particular size also comes in the mulberry, but when I looked at other people's unboxings and even Catherine's video or pictures, I couldn't really tell if it was pebbled or not. I do think the description on her website says it is pebbled. I still needed some kind of verification. So if you guys got the mulberry, let me know. Is it pebbled like this? And then if it is, I might have regrets, but it's okay. This one is still absolutely gorgeous, and I'm glad I got this one. Now, one of the things that really stands out for me in the common planner or Catherine's planner is the gilded edges. I don't know any other planner that does this. And if they do, let me know. I just don't know of any other one that does this right now. She does sell them in, again, the gilded or the non-gilded, so you could just have white. But frankly, I just think it's iconic to have it. It's just so pretty. It doesn't cost more from what I know to have the gilded edges, so why not do it? It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I don't think I can get that in any other planner right now, which makes this Sterling Ink planner an easy choice for 2025. Now, the next one is the horizontal layout of this. I don't want to get too much into the beginning pages because other people have done the unboxing. Let me zoom out a little bit and went over this. Catherine went into this quite a bit of detail. What I want to kind of focus on is the week section. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. So you can see here that it is again, a B6 slim size. Hobonichi does not have a B6 slim, nor do they have a B6 slim size. Now, I think the horizontal layout is perfect for me because I plan to use this, for work, and although in my normal life I think of planning in a vertical manner, I think the horizontal planning will be perfect for me here because when it comes to work or anything, you have an Outlook calendar for that. So a time blocking method of scheduling is not really necessary. Meetings get changed all the time, things like that. So I love the horizontal layout of this. Hobonichi does not have a horizontal layout in this size. The only size it has is in the week size, and I just find this size to be more ideal for me. Now, let me do a quick size comparison as as a segue of the other reason, why I love this is, now let me give you like a really quick view of the Hobonichi Cousin, which is an A5. Now you'll see here quite a bit of space here, quite a bit of space on top. So that's the Cousin. I have a true B6. Now this is not a Sterling Ink B6 because this is my first, but this is a take a note. So if we do a comparison, the top is flush, so same height. It's the only part right here. This lady is a little bit thinner. So that's the difference in size. And then because I compare this layout to weeks, let me show you a Hobonichi weeks I have. So let's see, if I do it from the bottom again, the Hobonichi weeks is tad slimmer. Now on the top, if I put it flush down like this, oops, you can tell that the Hobonichi weeks is a tad taller. Now that's kind of the size comparison that I think is really important for reference. Now the writing experience. The horizontal layout is what I wanted, but the weeks is not quite working for me because this is a huge thing for the Hobonichi weeks that I just couldn't get over is, let me see. When I write in here, let me get a pen. I write and things, and then it always becomes a problem at the end or at the bottom. If I start here, it's fine. My hand is flush, but towards the end, my hand's always falling off. So what I end up doing is I have to grab another notebook of some kind so that I have a flat writing kind of level so that my hand doesn't feel like it's falling off. Since at the end, I always write uglier or it's more uncomfortable to write. So the weeks has always been a little uncomfortable for me in that way, which is why I don't always reach for this. I don't think back on the weeks or ever trying to get it. So this B6 size I think would actually be perfect. It is a little bigger. Yes, I might have to do another, notebook on the side, but I don't think I'm going to have as much of a problem as I did with the weeks. So the writing experience, I think, is going to be very different for me. That's kind of the feeling I get. Now, let me go into detail next about how I plan to use this as a planner. I want to use this particular one for planning out YouTube or social media, or even, I don't know if I really want to do my actual 9-to-5 job in here because I really like to keep that part of my life separate. This is supposed to be fun for me, and I don't quite feel like work is fun. I do it because I have to, and it's fine, it's okay, but it's not a part of me that makes me feel extra creative in that way. And of course, as most of you guys know, if you're using Microsoft Outlook, schedules are getting changed all the time. I don't want to be crossing things out, and I write really messy for work. And not only that, a lot of the times we're writing notes and to-dos on documents, so you're typing everything. I don't know if I really need a planner for that. So that's kind of what I want to use for this. My YouTube goals, social media goals, tips I've learned, and plan things out. So for the week section, what I want to do is probably write an idea I have, and I don't really feel limited to a certain part of the day. Most likely, I will just write everything during the week that I can think of, and I work on it kind of on Saturday or Sunday. That's pretty much how I do any kind of social media stuff. And then because, number 2, I am kind of very much into the idea of let's just get things started now. I think in the planner world, sometimes it perpetuates this idea that you have to wait till January 1st. And when it comes to goals and planning, it's so easy to say, hey, I want to lose weight, I want to exercise more, I want to eat right more, I want to read more, starting Monday, starting next month, starting January 1st. And I've kind of moved away from that. And I think planning has given me that perspective that it could be a Wednesday at 2 p.m. and I could start on my goal now. I don't have to wait. And that's what I love about this, because this is an undated planner in the back, right? So what I want to do is go towards, let's see, the last few pages, and I think maybe a page later, I am basically going to mimic this layout with my own pen and paper or pen and ruler and get started maybe this week or next week. And so I can get into this now, which I think is really exciting because that's kind of what I want to do. I'm so excited. I know there's a lot of you who have a planner you love already and you want to finish up the year. Then yes, of course, I would do the same. But because I'm new to this, I want to get into it now and don't really want to wait until January 1st. So that's kind of how I plan to do this. And after I set it up a little bit with, on my own time, a little slower, I'd love to share how I'm going to lay it out. And if you guys have any ideas, if there's anyone out there that has also gotten the B6 Slim and Horizontal, please let me know. I'd love to see what you plan to do with it. Now, I kind of went over what I want to do in the weeks part, but what am I going to do in the undated section? Am I going to journal about work? And yes, I am. So all my lofty ideas, I know social media is hard and, you can't sometimes, the views might be important to you. But ultimately for me, I just find social media so fun. The fact that you can put a picture up, put a video up or comment, and tons of people can hate what you say, they can love what you say, or they can find what you find super helpful or irrelevant. And I think that direct effect that you have is super interesting to me. I've learned a lot over the years because it's a lot of psychology, what is interesting to people and what engages people and what simply doesn't. So I find this to be a really fun personal hobby for me. I, have a regular job, but this is the stuff I love. I mean, I am not a singer, I am not an artist, but I love planning and this stuff really excites me. Some of us just love it, right? It's just stuff I could talk about all the time. I love watching other people's videos on what they do with things. It's just, I would like to encompass all those things in this planner, and that's kind of what I'm going to do for this one.